Hey, this little training is about counseling children in Honduras for after VBS. So we will go through a lot of this at our last training, but just so you know, if your name is listed as a kids counselor, what you can expect. So as a kids counselor, I'm looking at the first day, and we have Amanda, myself, and Joe for counselors. And so this would be in Choloma. And on that day, Amanda, you are also teaching the women's Bible study. And Joe, you're not doing anything else. So you and I will probably be the ones walking around monitoring all the different stations. And then at the end of that time, we'll be available to counsel. Amanda, your time is going to look more like for the first hour, you're with the women and you're going to be teaching the biblical narrative of, let me see who yours is, the Samaritan woman. And actually, Joe, you're teaching that day too. You're teaching the men, so you're both doing something. So y'all are teaching the Samaritan woman, and then Joe, you're teaching on Elijah. And that's to be a quick little story, so it should take you 5-10 minutes to get through that story. And then you're really just going to walk through Welcome to Eternity with the group that's there. So it's not a one-on-one walk through eternity. It's really just walking through that with a group that is there. So there's that. As soon as you are done, which should be around 3:30, you can pray and dismiss your group. Now, if you get to a place where someone in your group is making a decision and you need to further counsel them, then do not worry about kids counseling. I will be able to look over, see that you're still going, and the Lord will work out the rest. But if you are done at 3:30-ish, everything is fluid in Honduras. But 3:30-ish will be about the time that the kids are ready for counseling. And that is when we would be available to take those kids aside. And so what that would look like is at the evangelism station, that's where they're going to hear the gospel and be given the invitation. And so after that station, and this is only for the two groups of older kids, assuming we have two groups of older kids. It's only for that. We're not doing invitation with the young kids. But when that's done, any child who has said, yes, I want to hear more, then we will pull them aside and we will take them to counsel them. The best way to do that is either using your EvangeCube, using 3 circles, or using your picture book that we handed out. So make sure you have all of those ready. So paper and pen every day, an EvangeCube every day, and your picture book every day, because you don't know what's going to be best. They are going to be hearing the story of Joseph throughout that lesson for the day. And so you're just going to be making those connections. So on the second day, we have Clinton and Andrea. You're going to be kids counselors. And then Callie and Parker, you'll be counseling on the third day. So it'll run the same for each of you each time. So just know that about 3:30 on those days, be looking for me, looking for the evangelism rotation, and be available for me to pull you to counsel with kids. You may have 2, you may have 1, you may have 10. We don't really know. If they pray to receive Christ, make sure you get a few things. Get their name, get their address or a phone number if you can, and then ask if they need a Bible. That's a big thing. We want to be able to make sure we get everybody a Bible who prays to receive Christ, who needs one. We're not giving them out to all of the kids. We're not bringing enough for that, but we are bringing them hopefully to give to each person who prays to receive Christ. So that is kids counseling.